Hello YouTube, we're back, and you know what that means? Another draft video, exactly. We're gonna jump right back in the best of one rank draft of Crimson Vow. Last time we left off, we almost reached Platinum 1, so if we're lucky, we're gonna get to Diamond this time. We're gonna go for every pick in the draft, explaining the whole process about drafting it to help you guys improve in your limited gameplay if you're struggling so far. I'm gonna give my insight in the game, as well as guide you through the entire gameplay of all the matches. So let's see, we did not open anything good as a rare, unfortunately. Splendid Reclamation, returned all land cards from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. It's something that might be playable in Constructed, but certainly not something we would want to play in Limited. The cards that would particularly stand out here would be, I guess, the Lantern Bearer as the best blue common. The Autograph Scavenger is one of the top 3 black commons. A Braid, probably the number 1 red common, obviously. And Blood Petal Celebrant, which is just like a solid 2-drop in red, preferably red-white vampires. We're gonna go with the Braid. Other than that, like the Chaser Drake is okay, and really nothing else. Like these 2 cards are both really good, but I just kind of prefer to start in red. Plus I prefer to take a removal as the first card if I have the option. Now I think we're just gonna follow it up with another Braid. Like the one is good, 2 are even better. Like we'll try to stay in this one color because this gives us more flexibility what we want to take down the line. If this was not here, I think Blood Crazed Socialite is a really good black common as well. So that's 2 in a row, but it is a 4-drop like the previous one, so you don't want to take the higher costed cards early in the draft because you can get clogged up on 4 too fast, and you don't want to play 5-6 4-drops. So prefer to spend the early picks on 2-drops and like lower creature cards or bombs, and then later on you can still get these powerful 4 or 5 drops. Combo Lancer is I guess good in the blue-black deck, I would say. Blood Fountain is a card I would want in every black deck, but you can get that quite late, and there's no reason for us to deviate from our first color. For the same reason, we are looking now at the Falconer Celebrants, which is I think is also like one of the top 3 red commons. It's just like a 5 mana 4/4 menace, which is already good. It creates blood tokens. Like every card that creates blood tokens, you should pick quite highly. It's such a great mechanic for limited. It helps you smooth out your draws. Just really useful. If this was not here, Infestation Expert is a really good werewolf, I think. It creates a 1/1 green insect when it enters the battlefield or attacks, or 2 when it's flipped. Kukang Mariner is also quite decent green werewolf. Spore Crawler, like, so we are seeing some nice green cards, so we should just keep in mind that maybe that's what we should be considering as our second color. In case that black is not open, like as a primary one, because we would want to be vampires in that case. In red-green, we could be always like the werewolves deck. Here, the best card probably the Skyward Diver Scab. Like you can exploit something, and then you cast basically Revenge of the Round for free. Which is a really good card, but it's blue-red spells, maybe. Like we saw some really good green cards so far, and again we're seeing a few green cards here. Nothing that stands out that much. Nothing is definitely better than the Diver Scab, so I'm gonna take this for now, and we're gonna see what exactly is gonna be open for us. In blue we have the Stitched Assistant as another exploit card. It's okay, but red-white does not have that much in the creatures that you want to exploit. We have a Grizzly Ritual as the black card that kind of stands out. Cassic Flame Breeder, not that good. Like he's good in the blue-red deck when you have a lot of spells for sure. And I know some people are really championing this guy, but I just haven't seen him do that much work just yet. So I think I'm gonna take the Mariner. No, actually, sorry, I'm gonna take the Grizzly Ritual and see if maybe black is still something we could consider. Like again, like a okay black creature, nothing special. Like an okay green late card. Cobbled Lancer is good, but again in blue. Not sure that's what we want to be, but we can give it a shot. Actually, have not tried the blue deck yet. So not sure what you're supposed to be exactly prioritizing it. I can try the blue-red combination exactly. I guess you would want like these kind of cards, card draw spells. Let's take it and we'll see where it leads us, kinda. We get a lot of Dawnheart Disciples quite late, but I don't know if that's much of a signal because this is usually good in like green. Otherwise, Cradle of Safety for blue. Let's just stay open, I would say. We don't need to commit to anything just yet. We're definitely getting a lot of these blue cards back. Persistent Specimen would probably be good with all the exploit stuff, as well as the Cobbled Lancer. A late Spore Crawler, Flame Breeder. Let's take the Breeder. Maybe we do go like the blue-red spells deck. I know that some of the cards that people are championing for this deck, so I'm just gonna take the cards that people say are good in this archetype and we're gonna see how it actually works out. We did open up the a rare in our colors exactly, but not sure if it's actually better than just a really good red removal spell. Like, this is a very specific card. If you draw a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library instead, and you may play those cards this turn. So you still need to pay their mana cost. I think I like the Rending Flame a lot. I like the Stitched Assistant. I like the Scatter Thoughts, Foreboding Statue. I think I'm gonna take the Rending Flame as I know it's a good removal in red. This is pretty much a great rare, but it's in white, and we're definitely not in white. Like, we don't have anything in white right now. Still thinking back to the black. We have the Darkgrass Scavenger and Bloodcray Socialite, as well as the Blood Fountain, the Statuette for red. I'm gonna take the Scavenger, just try to stay open a little bit more. Just try to focus heavily in one color, and then we'll see what exactly our second color should be. Doom Dissenter for the black, but in black, black red does not really care about this guy that much. In blue, like blue, does blue red care about this guy? I don't know. I guess we can take this first, since we don't really care about the Doom Dissenter if we do go black. It's a unusual draft. I'm really not sure what should be doing with the blue-reds. Like, blue-reds, I know it's spell stack. Just not sure what cards to really prioritize in this exact deck. Maybe the first scatter thoughts? I think we can put the black away. And we just go for the blue-red spells and see how well that takes us. Blood Servitor? Or Siphon Essence? I'll take the Siphon Essence. Let's try new cards, like, let's experiment a little bit. That's how you learn how to play new color combinations, by just taking cards you haven't played with before and seeing how well they actually perform. What do we want? I guess more Cassic Flame Breeders. We would want like this is okay to for blocking, but maybe just want the Binding Geist more. This guy we don't care about. Don't care about that much. I think I just want the Binding Geist. We definitely want Lantern Bearers, yeah, and we want, I guess, Valkyrie Celebrants. We want like this kind of flyers. Definitely want the Lantern Bearers. I think they're really good. You can play Lantern 1 as a flyer, then when it dies you can just give another creature you have flying. I guess you want more Flame Breeders. You want boarded windows to kind of stall out our opponents from attacking us while we ping them to that, or like getting with the flyers. We already have one of these. I would like to have a Stitch Assistant, I think. We can also sacrifice this to it then. I don't think I'm playing another counterspell, am I? At least not such a specific one. It's only for creatures or planeswalkers, so basically only for creatures in limited. You can't really count on countering a planeswalker, but this can counter like a bomb creature before it enters the battlefield. That's one way for Red to get rid of it. We do have like 4 removal spells. We have 2 Abrades and 2 Rending Flames, so we have enough interaction, I think. We just need to kind of fill our deck with some decent creatures. Just taking some cards from the vault. I'm not sure how good this card is. I don't think we have enough creatures to really flip this reliably. I'm not even sure if I want to play the first one. Like, seems like a lot of work to get a 3/2 flyer out. Basically, you need to have this on the board, and then you need to put 3 creatures into the graveyard from anywhere before it can flip. I don't know, it just has such a specific game plan that I'm not sure where it's good. Our rare, I don't think it's that good for us. Curse of Hospitality. Obviously, some really good gold cards, but not in our colors. I think I'm just taking the Cruel Witness and be happy? Question mark? Like, it's a 4-mana 3/3 flyer. I think that's okay. It's not gonna be much better than that. Really good removal in black, but that's not what we want to be doing. Do we want another Entomber? Magma Pummeler? Take another Entomber, I guess. This seems like really slow. Not like something we would want. I think we could have had like a nice red-green deck though, with werewolves, if we went that direction instead of blue. Just seemed like blue kind of dried up in the middle. I don't know. I'll take this guy. Well, this guy's probably gonna be just great as a 4-mana 3/3 flash flying. Like, that's already a lot of abilities. and even if we never counter something with it, it's still good. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So 2 cards are gonna come around, like probably like these two, or maybe probably nothing for us. But I think we're happy with this guy. Good card in probably a good card in blue-black, but for us we're thinking about Fear of Death as kind of a removal spell, or Boarded Window. That helps us race in the air with our flyers, and we kind of slow down our opponents. Whenever we cast a non-creature spell, for instance, Devils gets +2/+2, so it's a 5/5 then. Do we take that? Or do we want just an Evolving Wilds to help with the mana? I'll take it. I haven't tried it also yet, so I'll give it a try. I think we have enough 2-drops. That we don't need this guy that much. I'm just gonna take the land. Okay, here we have another Boarded Window, a Cruel Witness, Breeder, Scab to get back the removal, like a lot of good cards. I think we're gonna take the Boarded Window because I know guys from Lords of Limited really champion this card and they say it's amazing, so yeah, let's give it a try. Let's see how good it will be in this deck. They said that exactly in this deck it's like really good, and I can see like the logic behind it. It basically really slows down what your opponent is doing, like slows their attacks down. Anything that has power 2 or less just doesn't deal you damage anymore, and then you have much more time to kill them with your flyers. We didn't make 2 cuts. Maybe some of the 5-drops. Probably a Siphon Essence. We don't have that much to, like, we have removal to keep back. Not that many things to do at instant speed. Another big beater. I guess it's harder to interact with than the Frenzied Devil. Got Fear of Death back, okay. Maybe one people will play that and wash away. Another counter spell. Well, I think the Cobble Lancer is mostly really good in the blue-black version, where you have more creatures to that you basically exploit, and then you can play this guy cheaper. So I'm gonna cut at least one of these guys. This guy we only had 1. That's really not that good. But let's check how many 2-drops do we want to have now, because we didn't end up with that many then. Right, that counts as a creature, but it's actually an artifact. So we have these 4 2-drops and these 2 1-drops. Like these, we don't have more than one of these, so if this guy dies, he doesn't search for anything. So we can't chain them together. But it's still like just like a 2-1, and we might need some early blockers. And maybe the board is not doing that much, because we don't have that many creatures again that will go to the graveyard. And I can leave 1 Lancer back, because 1 we can like play late game, like something else will die, we'll play this and something else in the same turn. Yeah, okay, this seems to be the deck. Really no idea if it's good or not. I kind of suspect it's not very good. But it's also the first time I'm trying blue-red, so I've only seen a couple of drafts of other people drafting it, and they were prioritizing the 1/3 2-drop that you can tap to discard a creature card and draw a card. Mostly, I think, to put stuff like the Lantern Bearer in the graveyard and then just get it back, the other half of it. And they prioritize the board windows, which I imagine is great because, okay, 5-drop, 5-drop, 5-drop. Yeah, not really what we're gonna keep. Okay, better. Land back, I guess, yeah. And board window, like you put 1 or 2 on the field, like against any kind of small deck, they just stop attacking you because it's really hard to get rid of artifacts unless you have like a braid or something in your deck. You have then a lot of time to just hit in with your flyers when they don't have any attacks. Plus, if they have anything bigger, then the board still just like makes it smaller, you know, it's harder for them to attack into that. I'm still gonna attack, like trading 1 damage for 2 damage. That's not great, but or do I just not want to attack because it's calling this back? I guess, yeah, we just don't want to attack then. And we don't want to discard our 5-drop, I think, to draw a random card. You see already, like, seems that the deck has some issues what exactly it wants to do. It doesn't, we didn't get any of those, like the Wandering Minds, for example, the blue-red creature, the Flying Brain, which would be good in this kind of a deck. So like here, like what do we even try to do with this deck? I'm not sure. Like they're just gonna grow their board bigger. Yeah, I mean, we don't have any good attacks. We're not sure what to do. Okay. I guess he wants this to die to put a double strike on something. Got scared off immediately. I guess, like, because I'll trade here and eat this, and he would have then this to put on the 2/2. Let's see if we can find anything useful. I'm not sure, was I supposed to like discard this guy to draw a new card? Like, we don't have anything to do with it then. I probably should have just attacked with this first because we had the blocker then. Hey, it's a learning experience. It's still only what today is going to be the 1 week exactly since the format came out, so it's still the perfect time to learn all the new cards, what they do. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was kind of our whole game plan of having a big flyer. I'm gonna block this guy. Now I think I'm gonna discard this guy because he doesn't do anything. Play a random 3/3 dork who gets bricked by the guest, I guess. I can also attack with this guy. If he's black-white, so the kind of the theme of the black-white decks in this set is a live game. So I imagine they have some kind of some payoffs, like maybe they have that bat, which returns creatures from the graveyard if they gain life that turn. They could have that Markov Vampire, the black-white gold card. Whenever you gain life, you draw. You can pay 2 mana to draw a card. Okay. Do I still want to block? I still just want to block, right? So I can then get it back and give this flying. And kind of don't want to take 6. Or give this flying. Like this will also just stop this from attacking us. But I think I can wait with that. And we can use the tokens to lure away the lands and draw something else that's useful. Next turn I can just give this flying and make a 5/5 Menace Flyer. Or not, yeah, or he can play exactly that card, and that kind of defeats our strategy. A good example why this card is really good, it just eats up all the disturbed creatures in the graveyard. Otherwise, like we could give this flying, it would be a pretty good attacker, but not anymore. I think we just play a flyer to block the Griff Rider. We don't have anything in the graveyard to sacrifice to it. Next turn I'm gonna play this on the Death Toucher, so we have better attacks like with this guy and this guy. Number of cards in our graveyard, and that's currently 4, so it gives -4 -0 to something. Effective way to remove something as an attacker, but it still stays there as a blocker. Or if it has like an ability like these things, when you don't want it to die, to buff something else, it's still not useful. Okay, I'm gonna try to eat it. Okay, I'm thinking if he gives it +2/+2, it's a 4/4. I don't know, I'll just block like that. I don't care if I throw this guy away. And if he spends his turn giving something +2 and vigilance, we're gonna put Fear of Death on that thing. No, because we don't have another one to pick up. No point in searching our library. The problem is that now it's just a big blocker, and we don't have any way of dealing with a big blocker. Like if we draw, yeah, okay, that's a card. That is certainly a card. I'm gonna play this thing. Ah, okay. We also, yeah, right. We also triggered the witness. Yeah, I think we're gonna put the guys in the graveyard. We can now flash them back. So this is gonna be attacking as a 4 power attacker. Which I can then block with this guy if he wants to. And if he does any kind of combo trick, I can then still kill it off. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really struggling to understand what our deck is supposed to be doing, because we don't have any good payoffs for being blue-red. I'll block this guy, take 1. Yeah. And we get to kill off his dude. That guy I think I might actually want to put a card graveyard decline. So I guess we are gonna attack with both. Getting 4 again. Play this. Trigger the witness. Here's the graveyard. Yeah, we don't need the land. Like this could just eat the witness. 3, 4. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. I think the witness did enough. We just want to draw an actual card from it. Great card, yeah. Definitely want to keep that one. So we can flash this in and exploit to counter a spell, activate the ability, or trigger the ability. Interesting. Not exactly now, but hopefully he won't play anything super problematic. That was pretty good interaction, yeah. We would have definitely wanted to have this one now already. Okay, that's also a good card. I'm gonna attack first, see what we can do. If he goes for some double block, I can kill this off. Okay, fine with me. Then we're not pressured to anything. Like, remember, we have the boarded windows, so all this stuff on deals 1 damage. But if we take 4 damage, the window will be destroyed. So as long as we're just taking 2, that's okay. I could flash this guy in just to ambush something and eat it, but I don't think that's worth it. since we can try to get a spell now. Not exactly a spell we wanted to counter, but we're gonna do it still. Like, still, the problem is that he still gets the other half of the card, which is less than ideal, but we can kill off whatever he puts it on. So we can attack for 3, this, so I guess we 4, 5, 6. We can use this first to see what we get. I'm not gonna attack with this because it's again just gonna bounce off. He blocks that, yeah, okay. If you'll try to get something double strike, we'll kill it off then. Now we just kill the bat and we get a 3 for 1, I guess. Kinda, yeah. Opponent just scoops then. Okay, we managed to get the first win with the deck, and we got the Platinum 1, so that's counts like 2 victories actually. You could say that. Okay, now we have a bit of an idea how our deck is supposed to play out. Kind of a tempo-y deck. The question is, do we want to make any changes now? Just like, do we actually want to put more just straight up counter spells in the deck? I don't think we need a big finisher for 6 mana, we already have plenty of those. I guess instead of this guy we could have the Kraken and the Crab Horror. Other than that, I don't think we want anything else. Not that we have that much of a good choice. Let's try it again. Let's try one more. Let's see how the deck performs. This one was okay. Like, our opponent did not have an amazing deck either. It was not super aggressive to run us over or play anything in like a bomb that we would not be able to deal with. So we were able to get there with our flyers. And if more games are gonna play out like that, that's great. I think we could have problems against really synergistic decks, or stuff that has a lot of, like, red green werewolves could be problematic, for example, because they put a lot of big stuff on the field. And if we didn't have to mulligan, it would be also pretty great. Yeah, just put a 6-drop away. So yeah, we could have problems with this deck against stuff that has really big creatures that we won't be able to handle fast enough. But I don't know, we'll see. Blue-black exploit, huh? I'm gonna play out the guys. He could have like a syncopate, and if not, okay, and we're just gonna chip in for some damage. It's important that you get in for damage wherever you can, if it's not endangering your position, like now, because you never know when exactly one damage will be useful. Now if we attack, sure, we get this to -1 power, but he just trades off for this thing. Do we still just want to do that? Maybe, because we don't want him to get more should I say, stuff to surveil, I mean to exploit. Like now he needs to exploit this thing, which I guess he doesn't care about, but I don't know. Like we can definitely lose to like a value engine that he could assemble here. I think that we just need to kill the flyer right away. And get in for 1 damage. And we're not gonna get this back, we don't care about the specimen. Oh yeah, that's a great card to exploit, getting the 4/4 Serpent, plus an additional value from the creature that he's gonna exploit it with. That's really useful. Yeah, no attacks. Yeah, this egg is really good. Basically, when you sacrifice it, you get it back as the flip side, so the 4/4 Serpent, and plus, yeah, this is gonna be great. He's gonna scry 1, draw a card, get a 4/4 Serpent. So just like incredible value. Yeah, look at that. He got a 3/2, scry 1, and a draw a card and a 4/4 Serpent. Wait, what? He got it back? When you at the beginning of the next step, okay. Yeah, now we don't really have good ways of dealing with that thing. Oh, yikes. Yikes. And he's still getting priority, so he still must have something to play out. So if it's syncopate, I will need to pay 2 extra. We draw a lot of lands. And we even discarded 2. So that's 9, 11 lands already in the top half. Deck 1. At least we're not under much pressure now. I'm gonna redo it. He has more stuff to exploit anyway, so that's like a really good uncommon. Do we just want to discard this, run new cards? No, I think we're okay keeping it because it still blocks this at least. I forgot that this guy you can only get now until the end of this turn. He's not just in the graveyard. Obviously I should have just put him on the entomber and attack then. Well, he would have bounced it and then anyway. No, don't want to put it on top. This would have been great with the trigger ability to counter that or just counter this guy. Now we kinda don't have much that we're doing. Just need to flash this in and right into his counter spell. Not gonna explode anything, I'm just gonna try to kill something. I don't know, I just like want to eat this. Yeah, we're in a really bad position. Our opponent's deck is just much more synergistic. They do exactly what they're supposed to be doing with it, and that is they're exploiting stuff for profit, and they have the egg, which is like a great uncommon to get with this Diver's Cap. Just like exactly the cards that you would kind of expect to see from this kind of deck. Yeah, not surprising they have the gold card also. Need to kill off the serpent because I think can just become unblockable, and what a blowout. And it gives it +1/+1. Yeah, I don't think we lost this game. We're taking 10-12 damage now. Okay, less 4 less, so 8 because of the window, but then the window is destroyed. That game was a beating. Their deck was doing exactly what it was supposed to be doing. No problem, let's try one more game. Let's see, we're not out of it yet, so we're still learning the deck. We still have a chance to get some more wins with it. At least for not mulliganing this time. I'm still not sure why we would want this guy, really. Like, discarding creatures to draw a random card just does not seem good. Even though they say that it's like really good in this deck. I guess if you have a lot of those Lantern Bearers and stuff that you want to just play for its enchantment part, then you discard it because it's like drawing an extra card. But I guess if you don't have those cards, then this guy is just not doing anything, and we don't have those. The second part of kind of like the synergy. Well, certainly ain't blocking this because just our stuff dies, so might as well attack, I guess. Do we just put this on it? And if we hit a creature, we can play the Cobble Lancer. We did hit a creature. But we hit a Lantern Bearer. Next turn we're playing the... I think I'm still doing this. No, it loses one, like one less attack because we got rid of a card in the graveyard. Ooh, a mythic enchantment. As long as you control 7 or more enchantments, creatures you control have flying and vigilance. Okay, whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a white spirit with this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of spirits you control, and this is also a spirit. So really the first one will be a 2/2. The first enchantment he plays, and the blue-white is of course the enchantment colors. Interesting. Well, we don't have any way of removing an enchantment. So the whole game plan becomes try to kill our opponent before he has time to play too many enchantments. He gets too many spirits. Because each one's gonna be then gonna grow all the other ones. The first one's gonna be a 2/2, the second is gonna make both of them 3/3s. Yeah, such a bad removal for us. For opponents it's great, but for us it's just so bad. Oof. And he had exactly 2 enchantments to play. And next turn another one to give something 4/4 double strike. Man, our opponent's deck is also super synergistic. What the hell? Like, how is everybody playing such great synergistic cards constantly? Like, and we're playing like 2/5 for 5. Doesn't do anything, and we're kind of losing to our opponent Mythic Bomb. I mean, not even a Mythic Bomb. Like, I never saw this card before, and didn't think it was that good limited because you kind of need to work around it. But I guess if you first pick it, it can be just amazing. Like, now he has 3/4 spirits, one of them has double strike. I don't think it looks very good for us. Oh my god. that is such a beating. Oh my god. He has 4/5/5 spirits. Oh my god. That, wow, that enchantment, it's doing work. It's definitely doing some work. 5/5 double strike. Yeah. So next turn he deals like, if he doesn't have any other enchantment, he deals like 10, 15, 20, 25. What the hell? What is this monstrosity? I guess I'll play this. It trades off for one of his 5/5 dudes. One of the tokens he got for free. Well, just play this and just draft a bunch of random enchantments because this card just fuels everything. Wow. Wow, he's just hitting us now for 1 million. Like, we need to kind of just block something off and blocking this, and we're still taking 10. I don't know, are there any insta speed enchantments you can play, like to just grow everything again? Even if there aren't, like I'm on 3 and we have a 5/5 double striker and another 4 because one of them died. Okay, I guess this gets rid of this one as well. What? Man. If he then is it okay, sure, but then they get smaller, right? No, they don't, because they only care for how many spirits you have. Right. Yeah, amazing. Let's draw a new card. So now we're just dead right on board. We block one, we take 3 from the other one still. Wow. Wow, that was something else. That was just so much power. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Wow. That one was a beating. Wow. Well, I'm losing this game, so you guys don't have to, I guess. Man, I never saw that card in play before, but here it looks like a bomb. It looks like now I would like to open that and try to play it. Okay, well, one more game at least. We have at least one more game. I don't know. I didn't think the deck was that bad, but I guess it is. Huh. Opponent goes first. Okay. And we have 2 5 drops, 2 drop and the removal. Well, okay, I'm gonna keep it still, but Like, we're gonna keep it because it's still like freelance. We have something to play on turn 2. We have some interaction. But the more I play with this deck, the more it just seems bad. The more it just seems like it doesn't do anything. Like it's missing some key cards, but the problem is I'm not even sure what we're missing exactly. Like I haven't seen enough other blue-red decks that work. The only card that I saw others play that we don't have, for example, is like Wandering Mind, or the 4 mana 2/4 werewolf that pings for 1 if you play a non-creature spell and pings for 2 if it's flipped. But like I don't think those cards make this deck that good. Like, okay, hidden aim for 1. I'm just hoping he doesn't play anything more relevant. Okay, this can crew this, but if we just play a 5-drop, if he doesn't have removal, he doesn't have good attacks also. He can throw one guy away to train this, which he won't do. Okay, another mythic. Like, can we like not play against a mythic one game? Like, can we have a mythic? Yeah, obviously sacking this guy. That thing flips. What is he gonna do next turn? He's gonna flip this. It's gonna be flying, Death Touch, Lifelink, and he's gonna have the mana to pump it. And we're definitely not tracing that next turn. Plus it's like a 4. It's a lifelinker. I guess we need to trade it off and play this guy and hope to draw something, because we're gonna have 2 creatures in the graveyard. Yeah. So now he can flip it before combat, so it's gonna be a 5/6. Yeah, we're playing this. Like, we could have hit the Rendering Flame to kill it before it flips, but even then we didn't have actually the mana for that. I don't think we had any out here. Like, I think even if our deck was better than that, we probably would have just lost this card by itself, unless you have removal for it immediately. Yeah, this can be like the most common pattern. Like, the first turn you either make both players sacrifice, depending if you have something that you want to sacrifice, or you draw a card. Next turn you just flip it and attack for a bunch of lifelink damage. Not blocking, because still our only hope is that we block it and kill it in between blocks. None of the cards actually help us. This helps us at least block it, but I mean it has Death Touch, so I can't even block it, plus you can pump it twice, so you can again give it 5 power. I guess I'm gonna play this guy and we can start churning through our deck, trying to find something that's okay, but not in this spot. Right now it's completely irrelevant. That's also one of the cards I did not have a chance to play with yet, but it looks really powerful. In general, like black-white life gain deck looks really good. Like this is a really good card. Obviously that's a bomb. This is pretty good in this deck. This is really good. He has like a lot of good cards. Plus it's transit, right? We still have a block there at least. Wait, this gives each creature with flying also +1 attack. But it takes double blue, right, to do it. Draw something now? No. Can we draw something now? A braid. Like this blocks it for 2. I guess this and block can kill it. I guess a braid I keep then. But this guy, when he attacks, he taps my flyer. Am I just there for... And now he can pump it. If he did not auto tap, it would be tap 1 white instead of 3 black. He would have 2 activations of it. But I guess, I don't think that actually matters right now. I think he's very much in the winning position anyway. If he attacks with the guys. And why wouldn't you? Because you're 40. Can resolve that. We can do something like cute stuff, but not anything that's actually good. We can counter this ability by sacking this guy. So now we have just like 2 flyers, but that doesn't actually help us that much. We kill off what we can. We're drawing a lot of lands, like 10 lands already. And we discarded 1, 11 lands. And now we can put it on this guy. And whenever this attacks, it taps target creature down. He doesn't do it because I guess I don't know, doesn't care. He got life, so he gets his back. Okay, really synergistic deck. And we drew some more lands. I think that was the end of us. I doubted that we had anything in the deck that would actually save us. Like even if we drew the Rending Flame, we would double block and kill this off, but it would still be dead. I mean, no, then we would kill this, but no, that would just like if he played this then from the graveyard, it would not matter because we wouldn't have a blocker. Well, kids, now you know what not to do at home. Don't draft bad blue-red decks. And don't get paired against people who play Mythics in their limited decks. Because Mythics, 9 out of 10, are going to be good cards. And if you don't have a Mythic yourself or an answer to it immediately, you're going to have a bad time, okay? Also, don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. Yeah. It doesn't matter, like everything here is killing us. Yeah, good game, man. Good game. Yeah. Nice deck. He had a nice deck, let's be honest. Like, but I'm surprised that he was in the same bracket as we were of 1 and 2. Because that deck looked like it could be easily go 7 wins. I don't know, maybe he had some problems with the mana the previous games. Yeah, we got some consolation prize, we got some coins. Let's see what we opened. At least we get 1 pack. We're gonna open some mythic. I just know it already. Let's open our mythic. We deserve it. We deserve a good card. It's consolation prize. Did not even get a mythic here. Well, guys, anyway, that's it for now. If you like what you saw, like if you want to keep supporting the channel, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel for more future content, and that's it. Have a nice day.